Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a Sephora haul, a few Sephora hauls. So, sorry, back when I was sick, I got lost in the YouTube beauty rabbit hole. I started watching a bazillion beauty videos, and I used to be into makeup like a lot. Before I got into, what have I been into? I got into nail polish, I was into makeup for a long time. Then I got obsessed with like hair care, then it was, Scentsy, and then wax. And so now I'm kind of like, I was kind of sick of watching wax videos, like, I don't know. It's weird because usually when a wax video pops up, I'm usually right on it. And honestly, I haven't watched a wax video in a while. So my channel's not changing at all. This is just something a little bit different. And I thought I would share with you guys because I know some guys watch my video, some guys that are into wax, but I think a lot of us girls, ladies, whatever, are into makeup as well at some point in our lives. Or I don't know, maybe some of you aren't, but I just thought I would share this just in case. I did get some skincare, so that might interest you as well. I decided to... Usually what I do like with my fun money is I spend it on wax, or I could spend it on beauty stuff. And like the last couple months, I just decided to spend it on beauty stuff because I have more than enough wax. So it was time to try some new skincare. So let's go ahead and jump into skincare first, and then I'll get into foundations, makeup products, eyeshadow palettes, stuff that I've repurchased that was getting older that I needed to replace or that I used up. So the first thing that I got, and this is something that I have been looking at for a long time, and this is called the Power Couple Kit, and it's by Sunday Riley, and it is the Good Genes all-in-one lactic acid treatment and the Luna retinol ester sleeping night oil. So they had this kit, which I thought was really smart to try something like this first. Whenever I can, just as like an FYI, I will buy minis of things to try them first before I go like for a full-fledged, full-size product. And if you look on Sephora, they do have minis of a lot of things. So, oh, also, real quick too, down below I have a Ebates link. I've never used Ebates before. I saw it through somebody, oh God. Let's just start that off with breaking stuff. So I had never used Ebates before. I didn't even know what it was. I thought it was just like a pain in the, you know what? And what happens, I logged in, and then you just click in like what store you want to shop at. And then it just takes you directly to that store. And then it's just like a regular shopping experience. I already got money back from last month. Like when you're buying from Sephora, like a big order like this, it's smart to use that Ebates because you just get money back. So all you have to do is just sign in or sign up if you don't have an Ebates. Like I said, I have a link below that you can click on if you want. I think I get some sort of kickback, and I think you might too. I'm not really sure how all that works, but I know like at certain times they'll have like certain periods where you can get like 10% cash back if they're doing something special. Like I know Sephora right now is 4% cash back, which doesn't seem like a lot. But like I said, like I just looked at my PayPal and I was like, holy crap, I have money in there. Like where? And I looked and it was from eBay. So I was like, what? So already I was earning money back. So I was already pumped about that. So just something that if you want to try, obviously I never try to like push things on you guys or whatever, but that was just something that I discovered this last month, and I was like, really? Like that's how easy it was? Like it was super easy. So yeah, I just thought I'd tell you guys about that because it's stupid like to shop and not earn something back, you know? Why not? So anyway, so I have tried the Luna Night Oil. Back to the haul. I have tried the Luna Night Oil, and this is, so far I really like it. I can't speak to like results yet or anything, but I do notice that my skin is much softer in the morning. And I am using another product from Sunday Riley that I think is working really well. This one I just started using. I try to only incorporate a few things at a time. Like if I start using this, I'll use this for a few nights to make sure that my skin doesn't have a weird reaction. Then I'll add something else in just to see, you know, how that's going to work together. You don't want to use a whole bunch of new stuff on your face and then something reacts and then you don't know what it is. So This so far is nice. This one, I can't really say what yet, but this one does definitely make your skin softer right away. And I do feel like my face looked like less discolored this morning when I looked in the mirror. And I do feel like there was kind of a brightness. So this one was a nice set. I'm going to continue to keep using that. Also with that, I have been using this. This one I've been using more than that one, the kit so far. This is the first one I busted into when I got it. So this is the Sunday Riley CEO. So this is a vitamin C, and this one I immediately felt a different smoothness in my skin, like right away. I mean, the first time I used this, I did feel a bit of a tingle, but since then I have not, and so far I don't think it's making me like break out, or I have really sensitive skin too sometimes. So this one brightens and protects the skin from pollution. Let's see, it repairs the look and feel of dehydrated, sensitive, UVB, and pollution-exposed skin. And so you can use this under makeup, it says, to keep foundation hydrated and fresh looking. That's kind of what sold me, because I've kind of been on a hunt for a new foundation. So, of course, I just blindly bought a bunch of foundations. So you can see I've like taken a big, like I've been using that every night for about, I think, 2 weeks now. Actually, I've kind of gone back and forth between every other night to every night. Like I said, I like to try things first to make sure that they don't break me out. But this one so far is a winner. I think this one I would definitely repurchase along with the Luna sleeping oil, unless I hear of something better, whatever. The other skincare product I bought was this Tidal Brightening Enzyme Water Cream. I think this was a mini. So I decided to try it because it was in a smaller size. I like to do that if I can. This is a hyaluronic acid. And I think that hydrates your skin, if I remember correctly. Comes in this. I love this color blue. I don't know why blue, but anything blue, like, I mean, I didn't buy the skin cream because it's blue, but it's Brightening Enzyme Water Cream. So there's that. I have not tried this one at all yet, so I don't have any thoughts on that one yet. Okay, the last skincare item, I think that's the last, yeah, that's the last skincare item that I bought is this one. I don't know, this one was just kind of a splurge type thing. Like I saw it in the recommended products, and it's called the Rehab Makeup Prep. It's the Hot Springs Hydrating Gel. I don't really look to Urban Decay for like high quality skincare items, so I don't really know what I was thinking. This just sold me because it's a prep before makeup, and it's just supposed to hydrate. Oh, it's in front. What are we speaking French there? So it just said 98% said their skin felt moisturized. So I'm always going through moisturizers. Like I can never seem to have enough moisturizers. So this one just, I don't know. I just grabbed it. What the hell? I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this one yet. I've only used it once or twice, so we'll see. I haven't really tested it that much. I just tried it one time, and I can't really speak on that one yet. Okay, some things. Well, let's see. How am I going to do this? Well, okay, I'll just keep going in the order that I'm going. I needed a new beauty blender. I have used the pink beauty blender forever, and it's time to get a new one. I just can't get my pink one clean. I've tried all the little tips like the microwave thing and all that, but I just cannot get my beauty blender clean, so I decided to get this tan one just to get a new one. The beauty blender has completely changed the way foundation goes on my skin. I freaking love it. It's one of my favorite products that I own. I just love the way it applies foundation. Like, remember before Beauty Blender came out, we were all like trying to figure out, well, what brush works best? And looking for, like, I remember searching for foundation brushes, like, all the time. Trying to figure out, is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? Whatever. All right, so this was an old favorite of mine. And I don't know why I just didn't buy the same thing, but the Anastasia, however you say it, Brow Wiz. I have it in taupe, and I should have just bought the same thing, but instead I went ahead and I bought the Dip Brow Pomade, and I bought it in soft brown, and it is so dark. This stuff is intense. Like, I did not realize the intensity of this stuff. It is, I'm not gonna pull, well, no, I'm not gonna pull it out. Well, I don't know. I've already got it out. What the hell? So that you can see I've dipped in there. I think maybe I just dipped in too much. I don't know. I don't like this product because I feel like you can overdo it really easily. I just feel like it's intense, and I asked some people in a wax group about it, and they said it was pretty intense too. I think I prefer just like a pencil. I don't really want to walk around with super dark eyebrows. Like, that's not my thing. All right, so skin prepping type things. I went ahead and I heard a lot about this Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. Always looking for primers. I seem to go through primers quite a bit as well. I'm just about finished with the ones that I've used. I really like the Makeup Forever ones. They have a couple of different ones, and who else? What other primers have I used? Oh, the Hourglass ones I've used. They have so many new things out, I just didn't even know. So this is called the Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. And it looks like that. Obviously I've only like dipped into that once, but I'm gonna try that out to see. One of the bigger beauty people said that this was their favorite. One thing that I'm finding though about beauty people after watching so many videos, and I kind of forgot this, is that it's like every other video I hear them say, oh, this is my favorite product. And then like the next video you hear them say, oh, this one was my favorite product. So it's like, which one is it? You know, I don't know. And then like they have their monthly favorites, and then you think, oh, this is great. You know, you find out what their monthly favorites are, and then you go to try them yourself. And then like the next month they're like, well, this was my best, like my favorite. And it was the same category, like foundation. And I'm like, well, which one was it? Which is your favorite foundation? You know, tell me. The one thing I need to stop doing is I need to stop researching so much. That's kind of like my, what is it? I get into researching something, and then I just need to buy it and try it. If I don't like it, I can just send it back. That's just what I need to do. So this Kat Von D tattoo liner is a repurchase. I have used this. I've had the same tattoo liner probably for almost 2 years, and it still is not showing signs of running out. So I love this thing. This thing is great. This is great for a winged eyeliner. This is in, let's see, Trooper Black. And it's just, I love it. This is a great eyeliner. I use like that almost whenever I do makeup, I use it. The next thing I got is something that I saw someone talking about. I don't know if I love it. I don't know if I should have trusted this person. Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Concealer. So I got this one, and I'm probably like the palest, well, maybe not the palest of the pale, but I'm pretty pale. This is Laura Mercier, and it is, oh, I already told you what it was called, but it's just like an under eye. I've been using it as an under eye concealer. I don't know that, I need to test this a little bit more. I don't know if I like it for that purpose. Someone who was using it said they liked it for their under eyes. Of course, now that I've watched a bazillion beauty videos, everyone says that about every concealer. They're like, oh, this looks great under my under eyes. Okay. Let's jump into this really quick, because this, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. So let's talk about the Peach Perfect from Too Faced stuff. So I tried the primer. I'm not going to keep the primer because I'm not keeping the foundation. I figure there's better primers out there than this guy. I don't feel like this is like, I feel like they were more marketing towards like just fun, like this fun design or whatever. The primer wasn't bad, but I didn't see anything like spectacular about it. It is nice. It does come in a nice package, and it is a pump type situation. So that's always really nice when they do that. But I feel like there are better companies to get a primer from. I didn't see anything spectacular with that. Let's talk about the foundation. So I watched a bazillion reviews on this foundation. So many people love this foundation. Like almost every review I saw, there was nothing, I did not see any bad reviews that I found. I put this on. I did half my face with my regular foundation and half my face with this just to try it out to see. This stuff freaking blows as far as I'm concerned. This stuff is just, it clean. Like I felt more depressed after I put this on than before I put it on. I was like, I think I like my regular face better than with this stuff on it. This stuff clung to every single patch that dry patch that I had. Now, I'm one of those people too that firmly believes that you need to get your skin prepared before you go putting on foundation. Like, you need to make sure you have good skincare. You need to make sure you have some sort of, what's the word? Well, moisturized, and you need to have a skincare that has some sort of, if you've got older, like mature skin, you need to make sure that you have skin that's ready. You know what I mean? Like a hyaluronic acid beforehand, or peptides, or what's that other, squalene, excuse me, something that has your face prepared. And then also a primer as well. And I like the application method of this. Like, it's obviously a pump, which is nice. Not all foundations do that. So it's nice packaging and stuff, but this stuff just, man, it looked, I mean, it emphasized every single line. Like, I felt older after I put this on than before I did. Now, I'm thinking matte foundations maybe aren't for me, but I have the, I'll show you what's next. This was a repurchase because I know that this works for me and I like it. So I have the Double Wear Stay in Place makeup. I'm not sure. I feel like this is matte, but I'm not sure. So this is another example. Like, I can put this on one half of my face and this looks beautiful. This is like a really pretty foundation. Double Wear, I get it in the color 1C1 Cool Bone. I think this is probably one of the lightest colors just because I have pretty fair skin. And this I feel like goes on really pretty. I don't have any issues with the application. It doesn't stick to anything. This stuff wears like a mother though. Like, you cannot, like, you have to take this off with something like major to like get it off. It stays like for sure. I do have some more foundations coming to try them out because this is an old standard, but there are some new ones that I want to try. I want to try a more like dewy foundation just because that seems to be like more of the thing right now. I might cut this into 2 parts because my camera seems to cut off at like 24 minutes, so I don't know. All right, so also, let's see, are you in there? Okay. So also in that, we'll just keep going with the Too Faced stuff. I went ahead, a lot of people said that Peach Perfect powder like was their favorite product out of the lineup. So I'm not opposed to trying different powders. Like, I like to mess with powders, so it's fine. The really cool thing about this one is it has this little pop top thing. So it does close. Like, Laura Mercier, you need to like tune into this because that is really smart. I have the Laura Mercier powder coming up. That's like one of my rebuys. So there is that. And then I'll do one more and then I'll stop it and then I'll start a part 2. So the next thing is the Sweetie Pie. This is the Radiant Matte Bronzer. I'm a sucker for things like these, and it was just, does it have a mirror in it? Yeah, let me get my paper that I have for this kind of situation. I don't want to blind you guys. So this is what it looks like. It looks like a little pie. I have not tried this yet, but it looked pretty enough to me. Like, it just looked like one of those colors that was going to be like, it just, let's just do this. What the hell? So it is a bronzer. Let's see if I can show you on my arm. That's what it kind of looks like. I don't know. I don't know if this will be one that I'm keeping either. Like I said, I kind of just bought some things and then I was like, you know what, if I don't like them, Sephora has a good return policy, at least the last time. That's, you know, that's one reason why I try to research products as well, because I want to make sure I'm buying something and not having to return it. But you can only review so many things so many times, just like this perfect example with this foundation. Like, everyone said, oh my gosh, I love this. This is great. Whatever, whatever, whatever. And then I get it and I hate it. So yeah. All right, I'm going to cut to part 2 and we'll get into the rest. I don't have that much more, but I don't want it to cut off on me. So I'll be right back.